So I'm going to walk you through the annual we just did on Virginia Ann. Virginia Ann is a C-47 Skytrain, and I'm going to show you the little bits of work that I was able to film in the process of the annual. So what you see here is me removing the cotter pin from the nut in the bottom and then taking the nut off. And I fast forwarded everything because it's just like way too long of a video if I leave it at actual speeds. So that's why you're going to see me moving at double time. I take a pry bar and flip down the retaining plate. Then I take a 1 1/16 wrench and remove the brake lines from both sides. Now it's time to jack up the plane. So you're going to see me jacking it up and adjusting these metal rods that make it so you don't have to lift the plane all the way up. Without them, this would take way longer. I then move down the jack safety. I pour some oil absorbent on the ground so the wheel don't get dirty when I take it off. Then I walk it inside. Here's a close-up of the bearing, or one of the bearings from one of the wheels, and here I'm just spraying it with some solvent, clearing out all the old grease and dirtiness in it, and got to clean it up before I re-grease them. Each wheel has 2 bearings, so it takes a bit of time to clean them up and then re-grease them both. You're not going to see the whole process here, but I'm just showing you what I do for like one set. After re-greasing, I was putting the wheel back together, and when I was putting the big brake drum back in, it slipped and my finger got caught in between the wheel and the drum. That's the big one right there. And yeah, that just made the rest of the inspection a more difficult process than it had to be. Here now I'll be moving on to the tail wheel. Right now the plane's lifted. I'm going to remove the cotter pin and take the nut off, and then remove the long bolt on the inside and take the wheel off, and go and do the same process of taking out the bearings and re-greasing them both. There you can see my index finger on my right hand is already messed up, and here I'm just taking pieces of rags and clearing out the old grease on the inside. I re-grease both bearings, clean everything up, and give the wheel a little wash itself on both sides. And there it is, cleaned up, ready to be put back on. We also took off the fork to clean everything up a bit and clean inside the little cone area. And here it is, all back together again. I forgot to film it when it was still in the air, but there's the finished process of it being all cleaned up. Here's some close-ups of everything, of the fork and the wheel, all finished. Next you'll see us running the engines to check for leaks, and you won't be able to hear me. So enjoy. Hope you enjoyed the video. Here's a different DC-3, the Flaybob Express, coming in for a smooth landing at the end of that day. Thanks for watching.